Steve, last night was the end of 4 shows on 4 weekends, consecutive weekends, and another one that perhaps we weren't expecting too much because of, you know, the letdown with Reese Mould. We only had 5 little 4-rounders on there, but it was another cracking little show, wasn't it?
Yeah, you know, it's hard, isn't it? And like you say, we've had some bad luck. You know, last 3 weeks in the bounce, we was going to have 3 English title fights, and for whatever reasons, none of them happened, and it kind of kicks you in the teeth. But you know, there's other kids who's been training and out selling tickets. So really, truthfully, the show's got to go on, but it's never going to be as good as it was because we had proper good English title fights. Yeah. And the thing for me is, you know, you're doing the shows and you're doing them and you're moving the kids on the undercard up, but the lads who were going to top the bill and fight for an English title fight, she was hoping they was all going to win and then be moving and progressing towards British title fights and on TV, which is ultimately the aim for all the kids and the aim for me when I take them on and build them up, that, you know, you want to progress and learn on our shows and then move on to the TV shows. So it was like disappointing on 3 occasions, and it's difficult to stomach, but we plodded on, and last night and a few of the other shows have been, you know, seriously good shows, you know, and even though there's only 5 4-rounders, the fact that it was like a dinner show mixed in with a few open seats carried it off, and there were 5 reasonable fights last night, Lee. Well,
there was 2 guys that wasn't ours that just come on the bill. Tommy Sams making his debut. Came through a little storm in the 3rd round, but weathered it well and won on his debut. And then we had the fortune to have Dec Spelman on, who just did a little 4-rounder ahead of his English title fight.
Yeah, I mean, the Tommy Sams and Louis Van Pooch was quite entertaining, wasn't it? And it was good to start the show off, and obviously Dec Spelman's got an English title fight, and you could see that he wasn't fully committed to risking anything. He just wanted to get some ring rust off, I presume, and get the 4 rounds out and move on to these big title fights. So again, wishing the pair of them, both with Carl Greaves, the best of luck in the future, and Dec for the English title fight. I hope he wins it, and as I said before, then moves on to maybe get a British title fight, which is the aim. Yeah.
But the 3 VIP boys who fought on there, I don't think I'd seen Z on one occasion before in Hull, but the other 2 I've not seen. One making his debut and made a pretty spectacular debut in Sonny Taylor. Yeah,
again, I'm in the same position as you. I'd seen Zeeshan fight because he fought on our Hull show before when he wasn't with us, but now he's with us. Obviously we've seen a lot more of him. But going back to the other 2 kids, first one, as you mentioned, Sonny Taylor, absolutely fantastic debut. I mean, I know he's been going out and sparring good kids and we've been getting good reports, but I was expecting him to be half decent, but he's more than half decent. He is a decent kid, and for the kid who only had, I think, 10 amateur fights, was it 20 amateur? I must be mistaken with someone else. Had 20 amateur fights, which still isn't a lot, and made his debut. He was very impressive, you know, selection of shots, the patience, and a little bit of oomph in him as well. So to stop the kid who doesn't get stopped very often.
Only the 5th man in 127 fights, mate.
Yeah, and fought decent kids like Chisora and Dylan White and people like that. I mean, how he's ever fought them, I'll never know. But fair play to him, and fair play to Sonny for stopping him. He was impressive, but he mixed his shots up, as I said before, composed, never rushed anything. He looked a prospect and someone I'm looking forward to develop over the next 2 years. A great addition
to that cruiserweight division, which is, like I say, it's looking good, that place, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we've got some good cruiserweights now, haven't we, and young ones, and he'll be able to do a lot of in-house sparring, and I'm sure they'll all bring each other's on,
Well, let's go to Zeeshan. He looked good, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, again, he's had to fight someone a bit heavier than him, which is unfortunate. But to be honest, when you see the size of him in the ring, even though he's probably giving £7 away in weight, you can't really tell. You know, I mean, he's a big feather, stroke super feather, whichever he's going to land
at. He says he's featherweight.
Yeah, well, it was 9-7 on the day yesterday, so he might be right, but he'd be a massive featherweight, and I know he does a lot of sparring with Josh Warrington, and Josh really rates him. That's how we've ended up with him, to be honest with you.
Sean on the post-fight interview with him was raving over him, you know, when he said a real talent, this kid.
Yeah, he is. So again, probably have to push him a little bit faster than they normally do the kids.
Well, he's asking you to, isn't he?
Yeah, he wants to fight.
He wants 12 fights before the end of the year.
Yeah, well, good luck to him. We'll do as best as we can for him, but you know, it isn't just a question of fighting all the time. It's getting the right fights in it and at the right time. So we'll do what we can for him, and I know he's got a lot of loyal support that come out on 2 weeks' notice for this, just after fighting at Bradford as well.
And you travel all over the place for him, don't you?
Yeah. Well, obviously he's from Bradford, but he can jump on the Doncaster shows, which hopefully we'll be going back soon with Reece Mould, and then I want to do one in Hull now because Sonny Taylor absolutely smashed the tickets there, and Lewis Sylvester just jumped on 5 days' notice to fight after, and
yeah, because he only fought 2 weeks ago, didn't he?
Yeah, and he done really well in Hull. Obviously, on this one, short notice, he wasn't there to sell tickets. He was just to put an extra fight on for us, and you know, he still sold a few in 5 days. So if we go back to Hull, I'm sure we can get that City Hall bouncing like we used to do with Tommy Coyle.
But another good performance, wasn't it, Lewis Sylvester?
Yeah. I mean, like you said before, I've not seen him, and I was impressed with him, you know. Again, not a great amateur experience, and
again, 20 fights.
Right, and he looked, what would you say, a lot more mature fighter than you would expect of him. So again, he's someone that might be able to do something, and we'll have to be careful in how we develop him. But I'm sure we can get him to championship level.
I don't think he's been boxing that long, you know. I think he's only been boxing 4 years.
No, I think he's come through Tommy Coyle's academy, where, you know, Tommy, with the help of a few sponsors, have got free boxing for the kids. So as a kid, I think of only 17, 4 years ago, he went in, no experience of boxing, so he's progressed very, very quickly.
He's took full advantage of that, because there's no way, you know, really, 25, she's still a novice, and no way did he look like a novice last night.
No, he was good, wasn't it? And I've got to give a shout out to our resident MC, Mike Pass, who's declared his loyalty and only worked for VIP now. Knocked a few jobs down recently, including well-paid TV ones, and I know he tunes in and listens to our interviews, so keep going, Passo, you're not a bad MC.
We'll leave it on that, mate.
Yeah.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.
Take
Bye
care.
now.
Bye.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.